Hello. In this video, I will do example 6 of demand function word problem. So this example 6. A store sells 200 lawn mowers at a month at $350 each. A survey indicates that for each $10 rebate, meaning partial refund, to buyers, the number of lawnmowers sold will increase by $20 a month. So if they get a rebate, there is more sales of mowers by 20 a month. Find the demand function and revenue function, and then determine how large a rebate should the store offer to maximize the revenue. Okay, so let's first find the demand function. So how do you find the demand function? Or what is the demand function? It's a linear line. And even though they don't, so your linear line y equals mx plus b, or in our case, it will be p of x. So they don't give us your m and they don't give us your b. What they give us is coordinates. And the first coordinate is a store sells 200 lawnmowers at a month of $350 each. So first I got to figure out what would be my x and what would be my y. So maybe we can set x as the number of lawnmowers. Okay, and then we can set y as the price in dollars. Okay, so the first piece of information, a store sells 200 lawnmowers at a month for 350. So our first coordinate would be 200 because x is the number of lawnmowers, and then 350 for 350 each. Okay, so that would be my first coordinate. The second coordinate would be a survey indicates that for each $10 rebate offered, partial refund, the buyer's numbers of lawnmowers will increase by 20 a month. So if we started with 200 and if we decrease the price by $10, you'll get additional 20 lawnmowers. So it would be 200 plus 20, which is 220. So now we will have 220 lawnmowers, but the price is no longer going to be 350. If we have a rebate of $10 or decrease it by $10, you're going to have to subtract $10, right? So that would be 340. Okay, so we have our two coordinates now. Now let's find our m and let's find our b. So I'm going to first label this one x1, y1, and then label the other point x2, y2, right? So my m is going to be y2 minus y1, so that's going to be 340 minus 350. And then it's going to be x2, which is 220 minus 200. So 340 minus 350 is negative 10. 220 minus 200 is 20. Divide this by 10, and you get negative 1/2. So my slope is negative 1/2, so it's going to be p of x equals negative 1/2 x plus b. Okay, so now the next step is finding your b. So how do we find your b? By simply plugging in, picking a point. It doesn't matter which one. I'll just use this point. You could use the other one. It doesn't matter. You should get the same answer. So replace your y with 350. So our y or our p of x is 350. And then our x is 200. So what's negative 1/2 times 200? It is negative 100. Okay, good. Continue solving for b. So you're going to add 100. My b is 450. Okay, so my demand function, or p of x, because that's how you express demand, is going to be negative 1/2 x plus 450. So that was the first part of the question. They're saying find the demand function. So find the demand function and then find the revenue function. So the next step is find the revenue function. So I think revenue, how do you find the revenue? Revenue function can be expressed as x times p. So we have our demand, it's x times demand function. We already have our demand function. So all we got to do is multiply it by x. So x times p, or in our case, our p value, our demand function is negative 1/2 x plus 450. Okay, and then if I kind of like FOIL this out, this is going to be negative 1/2 x squared plus 450x. Okay, so this is your revenue function. I'm going to box it because I think we might need it. Okay, so this is my revenue function. The next part says, and then determine how large a rebate should the store offer to maximize revenue. So to maximize revenue, what do we have to do is take your revenue function, find the first derivative and set it to 0, right? So let's find r prime. So negative 1/2 x squared would be negative x to the power of 1. And then the derivative of 450x is 450. Okay, set r prime to 0. And continue solving for x. So you're going to subtract 450, subtract 450. So that's negative 450 equals negative x. Continue solving for x, so divide this by negative 1, divide this by negative 1, you get x equals to positive 450. Okay, that's not our answer. They want to know, well, that's part of the answer. It says determine how large a rebate should the store offer to maximize revenue. So we have 450 is should be the amount of the largest amount of lawnmowers that'll hopefully maximize your revenue. So we got to find the largest amount of, wait. So we found our X. How do we find a large enough rebate? So we're going to plug in this X value back into your demand function, right? So go ahead and put P of 450 into your demand function, which is negative 1/2 x plus 450. So you plug that in, that'd be negative 1/2 times 450 plus 450. And when you put that all together, you get 225. So, wait, that's not our answer. So they're asking what is, determine how large a rebate should the store offer to maximize revenue. So you're gonna subtract 350 because a store sells 200 lawnmowers in a month at 350 each. So you're gonna subtract 350 minus this amount, 225, and that gives you a rebate of 125. So the largest amount of rebate the store can offer to maximize revenue is $125. So the rebate is 125. Okay, so that wraps up for example 6.